Hey y'all, let's get into your daily drip for Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. Today is Tuesday, which is Mars Day, and this chart has a very specific tone to it, y'all. Not loud, 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 loud. Not so chaotic that we can't take it, but it is indeed very direct. There's a say it, do it, or stop pretending quality to this day. And we're working with an equal house chart pulled at 6 a.m. from my location. And Sagittarius is rising at 5 degrees and 23 minutes. That means the day opens with pure Sagittarius energy on the surface, but here's the key. This is Sagittarius energy in the Sagittarius decan, but the Aquarius Dawad is underneath it. So the way the day presents itself is honest, blunt, forward-looking, but the motivation underneath is Aquarian. This is truth for the collective, truth that disrupts patterns, truth that does not care if it's popular or not. This is not say it nicely energy. This is say it clearly energy. Now, the first house is active today, and that really matters here because Mercury is back in the first house at 5 degrees and 53 minutes of Sagittarius, and it's sitting in the exact same decan and Dawad as the ascendant. That's important. What this is giving is that your voice, your thoughts, and your point of view are aligned with how you're showing up today. So this is a good day to speak up for yourself or to speak for yourself, not to explain yourself. Venus is at 19 degrees and 38 minutes of Sagittarius, adding value, boundaries, and honesty in relationships, while the Sun at 24 degrees and 44 minutes of Sagittarius continues the theme of visibility and self-definition. So the Sun is still carrying Leo decan energy, but with a Virgo Dawad underneath it. So this is confidence, but it's being checked by reality. This is not ego for ego's sake at all, y'all. This is confidence that has to hold up under scrutiny. And then we have Juno at 25 degrees and 15 minutes of Sagittarius, which means the Sun is moving into conjunction with Juno. That brings commitment themes directly into the spotlight. So we're talking agreements and promises, loyalty, and where you're investing your energy. So if something feels misaligned today, that's more than obvious. And Mars, the ruler of the day, is now at 0 degrees and 51 minutes of Capricorn. Mars has officially left Sagittarius as of yesterday and entered Capricorn where it's exalted. So this is not impulsive action. This is strategic action. And Mars here is saying, do it properly or don't do it at all. I hope y'all caught that. Do it properly or don't do it at all. Ain't no half stepping. The second house is grounded, but kind of serious today because we've got the part of fortune at 14 degrees and 44 minutes of Capricorn, Vesta at 16 degrees and 6 minutes of Capricorn, and Pluto at 2 degrees and 16 minutes of Aquarius. This combination is asking a hard question. What are you actually devoted to? And does it match what you say you value? Vesta here isn't about passion, it's about commitment. And Pluto in Aquarius continues its long-term work of reshaping systems, including personal systems around money, energy, and self-worth. If something feels outdated, today highlights it without drama. The fourth house is heavy with Pisces energy with the North Node, Saturn, and Neptune, and Ceres there. This is emotional reality check territory. Saturn and Neptune close together ask, what emotional narratives are you still carrying that no longer serve you? Ceres in Aries adds a layer of self-care through action, not avoidance. Then in the fifth house, Chiron retrograde at 22 degrees and 44 minutes of Aries continues to highlight wounds around identity, courage, self-assertion. Healing today is not passive. It requires ownership. Uranus is still hanging out around 28 degrees of Taurus, retrograde, remaining in that final decan in Dawad, continuing its long-running work of disrupting routines, work patterns, and physical habits. So if something in your daily life feels unstable, that's not random. This is actually giving you feedback. The moon is in Scorpio at 15 degrees 22 minutes, sitting in the 12th house alongside Black Moon Lilith at that anaretic 29th degree of Scorpio. This is deep, internal, unspoken emotional energy. And the moon here doesn't want to do any sorts of performances for anyone. It wants privacy, it wants honesty and emotional truth, especially about power dynamics and trust. And Lilith, at that anaretic degree still, is saying if something has been ignored, minimized, or repressed, it will not stay quiet much longer. So let's talk about some aspects briefly. Juno square Saturn, it's on its approach, so commitments are being tested. What's real is what will stay, but what's performative is going to crack. Chiron is square Jupiter, so growth is coming through discomfort. Old wounds are meeting big beliefs, and you really have to ask yourself if what you believe, what you want, what you see for yourself is something that you're going to have to push through discomfort in order to get, and are you up for the task? The Sun square Saturn is accountability, responsibility, and reality checks without a whole lot of punishment. Are you capable of that? Ask yourself. Now, Neptune is squaring Mars, so clearing confusion around motivation. This is acting with clarity instead of fantasy. And Black Moon Lilith is trine Neptune, so intuition is sharp. You should be able to trust what you feel, especially what doesn't need words or what doesn't have words. Now, though today isn't super dramatic, it is super honest. And this is a Mars day that is asking you to move with intention, speak with clarity, stop negotiating with what you already know because you know it. You do not need to rush today. You need to be precise. And that's your daily drip for today. I hope it's a good one for you. I love you.